Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Quoorn's Quest, where we are doing some more. We're doing some Tera raids tonight. I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited to be back doing the raids. We've been doing some challenges for the past couple weeks, and now we are back doing these awesome raids. Let's get into it with the first raid of the night. Let's go see what this is. It's a fire Tera raid. Let's go. Fly away, Coridon, fly away. Where are we going? It's over here. We're over in this area. I don't... Is it... I didn't pass it yet. It's right over here. Okay. Oh, is it up? It's up on the hill? Oh, it's like at the top of the hill. Oh, okay. Okay, it's up like at the top. Here we go. Oh! What's that Pokeball? Bullet Seed. Okay, I mean, that's not too bad. That's not too bad, I guess. It's a little something, something. Yo, what is up, Rain? Welcome, homie. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, homie? How you doing? We're out here gonna fight a Noibat. Okay. I'm just gonna let anyone join on that one, just cause Noibat is. Oh, what is weird? Why does the chat look weird? What happened there? What happened there? Yo, what's up, Timbo? What is up? Oh. Yeah, this is like huge. What is going on? That's a weird one. That's a weird one. It's as high as it goes? What? That can't be right. That can't be right. Did I just have it going like this? Maybe I did. Alright, whatever. We're gonna leave it like that. I feel like it should be higher, whatever. Maybe it shouldn't be higher, maybe that's all it is. You know what, we're all ready to go. Oh, we got more people joining, okay. Well, I know it's been I know the names aren't fitting. I don't know why that's a thing, but it was like too big for the, maybe I just have to redo my, I might just have to redo my chat settings. I don't know, it's really weird. I'm just gonna start this raid. Me and Pow got this. A 3-star Noibat. I think we got this. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, though. It's really weird. Yeah, it's cutting off, like, everyone's names, which is a big bummer. But luckily, I have the chat also pulled up, so I don't have to worry about that. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Welcome back. I've had an exhausting week already, I'll be completely honest. It's only Tuesday, and I am exhausted, which I feel like is not a good sign. I feel like Tuesday shouldn't feel like a Thursday, but I mean, here we are. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that way. I don't know if anyone else is kind of feeling the same way I'm feeling, of just like, it's like not even a thing. It's just like exhausted. Like, I'm just tired. You know? It's just like lots of work. It's like work has just been super busy. We're winding down, like the end of summer always gets super packed. It's crazy. I've seen Cynical playing a lot of Once Human. What is that game about? I'm really curious. I'm really curious because I've never heard of it. I think I understand the concept. Obviously you were once human and now you're like a robot. But Cynical streams while I'm at work, so it's hard for me to watch it. It's hard for me to watch because I want to see him. I want to watch Cynical stream because her streams are fantastic, but I just can never make them. I can never make them, unfortunately. Let's do this ghost one. Let's see what this is. This has got to be something good, right? But I say, we'll save the big ones. What is that? Oh, it's just Swablu. We'll save the bigger raids for when more people hop in. We'll save the bigger raids for when more people hop in. It sounds like more people will be coming in just a little bit later. We gotta kind of get back on our normal schedule. But I say, we haven't streamed at 8 o'clock in a little bit. We've been streaming normally for 3 hours earlier. So it's weird kind of being back on the normal schedule. A Pikachu! I'll beat it up. I'll beat it up. We'll let anyone join. We'll just get some items and stuff like that, you know, like nothing too crazy. I'm just gonna start it. I'm gonna one-shot it anyway. I probably don't need to let people in, but it's like, you know how it is. You know how it is. But yeah, so what is once human? I don't fully understand. Also, shout out to the member questers as well. Thank you all for being member questers. Y'all get little the banners are back at the top with all the different shout outs. It's really easy to become a member quester. You just gotta join the channel, as well as thank you all for the subscribers. It's been super helpful. It's been a blast. I've been having so much fun with all the shenanigans of doing YouTube and streaming and whatnot. It's been a blast. Alright, we're just gonna do knockoff, and this will probably knock it out. The joys of having a level 100. Oh. So I fainted, and I still... It's not shiny or nothing, so I'm gonna not catch it. That was a weird thing. It popped up in a weird way, and I was like, I don't like how they did that, but it freaked me out. Okay, wait, so it's a post-apocalyptic world. You're trying to save the world from deviations by capturing them and using them to your advantage. You build your house and weapons and everything like 7 days to die. Oh, interesting. Okay. Weird. Interesting. That seems like a lot, but I could see where it's easy to get. I can see where it'd be easy to get hooked. Like, it seems like a lot of things, and at the same time, it seems like not a lot of things. I'm just gonna fly. I love this feature that you can actually fly. It's such a good addition. It's like, I see where, because like sometimes those games that are a little more complicated are some of the more like, again, I'm just gonna challenge alone. I'm just gonna fight this thing. It's 7 days meets Black Desert Online. Okay, I think I get you now. But it's like, I mean, it's one of those things of, yeah, like, I feel like complicated games or games that have a little extra like oomph in them like that, I feel like become super fun, and they become super like addicting. Just because, like, you want to keep building cool things. You want to keep, like, enhancing upon, like, your world. That's why I feel like I can blow through Pokemon so easily. It's because Pokemon has no, like, actual world building. Ooh, it's free on Steam? Nice. That does not hurt at all. That adds quite a bit to it because, yeah, you can obviously just... It's really easy to get into when it's free. I love free games. Or heavily discounted games. And speaking of discounted games, we'll have next week, we're not going live on YouTube, we're going live in the Discord as we play Bug Snacks. A Bug Snacks stream sponsored by Jamer over in the Discord. Jamer was gracious enough to send us some funds. And so next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., join the Discord, and we'll be playing Bug Snacks. I've never played the game before. I'm really excited. It's not Pokemon. So I'm like a little, I guess, fun fact. I used to not just stream Pokemon. I used to stream also Zelda. I would do, like, back on Twitch, which that should tell you how long ago I did that. But back on Twitch, I would do, like, Zelda nights for half the week, and then I would do Pokemon nights for half the week. And it was, like, a 50-50 split of doing those streams, which got kind of confusing, but it was kind of fun. Oh my goodness! Yo, who wants a Tyranitar? Does anyone need a Tyranitar in the chat? Because this is a solid one. This is a cool Pokemon to find. Okay. I'm gonna challenge as a group. Let anyone join, and I think I'm gonna stay with this Pokemon too, because I have Stomping Tantrum. I got my ground type moves. I'll be solid. I was like, I don't think we have enough people in here to be doing these, the stuff yet. So if anyone wants to join, just let me know. If anyone's watching that wants to join, please let me know. Because otherwise, I don't know who's all here, and I don't want to do the big battles until we get more people joining and more people having fun. But holy cow, what a great find at the beginning of the night. This is turning my day around. I was exhausted, and now I'm excited to be fighting a five-star Tyranitar with the poison Tera type. Okay. That's an interesting typing. Mainly because it becomes super effective to a type it's normally super effective against. I'm trying to figure out why you would want to... I guess if you have a grass type on the field, but... Or like a bug, maybe? I don't know. You could view it as... It could be a defensive move. It could be a defensive move to terrestrialize it into a poison type, but I don't know. Either way, I'm down just to knock it down. Got the sand stream kicked up. That's okay. That's okay. Luckily, I don't got to worry about that. Stomping Tantrum. This should be, I mean, big hit. Ooh, kind of forgot that 5-star still... Oops. What if I do a cheer? What if I do... Let's go all out, y'all. Let's go all out. Let's just raise our attacks. Okay. Hey, what's up, Fanta Girl? Welcome back, homie. Welcome back. Hey, we appreciate the lurkin. Lurkin's always fun. Lurkin is always... It's always warranted. Wow. Okay, someone did some gnarly damage to that thing. I was not paying attention. What happened? What happened? What happened to it? I mean, can I attack yet? I don't care that his speed is rising. I don't think it's gonna do anything. Here we go. I was like, can I go? Can my turn happen yet? How am I still not doing that much damage? These things are so like, it's crazy. These things are so defensive. To where I'm a level 100. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm guessing people are lowering its defense stats and whatnot. I don't know. I was like, that was some damage. That was some decent damage. How are people... I mean, no offense. How are people fainting? What does it have that's... Okay, is this going to do a lot of damage to me? Not very effective. Oh! Terrestrialize! Yes, baby! Let's go! Terrestrialize! Turn this elephant into a big old steel type. Let's do this, y'all. Let's do this. Oh! I love that the steel type for Tera Pokemon, they just give it a giant axe in its head. Like, this literally could have been, it could have been a screw. It could have been like an anvil. No, they went with a battle axe. It's just so funny. That was a close one, but we got it. We did it, y'all. We did it. Okay, I will catch this thing because I feel like I have a Tyranitar. I feel like I have to have a Tyranitar at this point. There's no way I've been this far. I haven't had this game for like, what's it been out now? For almost 2 years, and I don't have a Tyranitar. I might not though. Haha, there we go. Alright, Questers, what should we nickname Tyranitar? What are we calling this thing? What are we calling this poison Tyranitar? Ooh, got the bottle cap. Nice, nice. Got lots of EXP candies. We're not building any Pokemon tonight because I spent the time off of doing these streams building out some battle Pokemon for tomorrow night. So I'm coming in tomorrow night with some brand new Pokemon, y'all. I'm very excited. I'm very excited because now I'm getting a very well-rounded team of Pokemon, which is really fun. Okay, yeah, I was like, I already had this. What do we got for nicknames, y'all? What should we nickname this Tyranitar? Has anyone got anything good? Anyone got anything good? It's a poison Tera type. It's like a big dinosaur. It's like Godzilla-y. I feel like we've already named one Godzilla. I don't know if there's any other creative names though with it. Could call it Tyrant. Oh my god. Oh. Goodness gracious. I don't know if I have any good nicknames for this thing. Oops. What if we call it... We just name it Gravel. It's a rock type. It's a rock dark type, but... It's how you spell gravel? Hold on. I gotta look this up because I can't spell. Well, I fixed how I spell. Okay, so I spelled it wrong, but as I was looking up how to spell it, I spelled it correctly. I think I was just thinking graveler, but yeah, so gravel. Neat. It's, you know, it's a big rock dinosaur. Sandstream. It's got good stats though. They're nice and even. That's kind of fun. Oh, a crystal cat. I was like, crystal cavern. I was like, what? Okay, well, I mean, you know, I found that. Found that. That was neat. What are some other good? Ooh, I haven't done an ice one in a while. Ice types can be really unique, mainly because I think one of my favorite things I found though was I found it off stream. It was a fairy Komo the like one of the Alolan dragons, like that's a fighting dragon type, with like the scales. I found a fairy Tera type of that, and it's kind of gnarly. I don't know why I haven't turned it into like a fully functioning battle Pokemon yet, but I haven't. I don't quite know why. I feel like I should find it in my party, and I should start using it as a battle Pokemon. This is really fun. It's a fun Pokemon to use. Dive down. Let's see what's in this ice. It's ice cavern. What do we got here? We need desert. Oh, that's a good one. This is a good one too. I'm gonna change my Pokemon though. So it's an ice type. It's normally well, let's go with fire. I'll do Brook though, so I don't get hit by any fighting type moves. You know what? And let's invite anyone with a link code. Anyone with a link code want to hop in here? Go for it. We got whatever this Pokemon's name is. It's from Alola. It's like Sneedy? It's not Sneedy. What is this thing? I don't remember what it is. It's like Ticini? I don't know. That's the one thing about the Alolan Pokemon that I've had problems with, is that I have no idea how to say their names. Yo, what is up, Timmy? Welcome, homie. Welcome. I'm gonna say ready to go. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully we get some more people joining in here, doing these awesome raids. We've been finding some pretty good ones so far. I mean, we got 2 5-stars. That's not bad. Yeah, there you go. We got the Infernape action. Get the fire starters. These fire starters are going to be doing some work tonight, I think. But we'll see if we can fill 2 more slots with a fire starter or something like that. But otherwise, we'll be doing good. We'll be doing good. We got 2 more open spots for anyone that wants to join. Anyone that wants to have some fun, do some raids, get some cool items, and get some unique Pokemon. I feel like I should probably go to Kitakami and stuff like that. I should probably start doing DLC ones so that people can get DLC Pokemon, because I know not everyone has a DLC. This one though, I will say, was a better DLC than the last one. I think we talked about that many times, but I get that some of it was goofy. I get that like the Petulant stuff was really just kind of like weird, but it was a way better story than what we got in Galar. Like in Galar, there's literally just like, okay, here's some extra space, go explore it, there you go. Like, be happy we gave you more Pokemon. And it's like, oh, that's not what... It's not that I wanted, because it's nice to have more Pokemon, but I was like, man, I wanted more fun stories. I wanted more fun stories. Alright, we've got 50 seconds. Who's going to join? Is anyone going to hop in with me and Timmy fighting this... What is this thing called? Like I keep wanting to call it like a Sinead. Like Sineady, but that's not right. I feel like it's like a TSN something. Like it has some kind of weird... Like where the T is maybe silent or something? I don't know. This Pokemon's confusing to me. That's cool though. Okay, yeah, wait, it's... Is it, do you say the T? Is it Arnia? Or Tsarina? Sarina? Is it Sarina? I don't know how to pronounce it. T is, so it is Sarina. That's so weird. I don't get it. Okay, cool. Well, thank you, Timmy, for being able to actually tell me how to say that thing's name. I've gone for all these generations not knowing what this thing is exactly called. Oh, oh my god. I gotta stop yawning. Alright, hopping in here. Oh, is that a shiny Infernape? Yes, it is. Wow. Hey, Timmy. Good catch. Alright. Torch Song. Just boost up my special attack there. Yeah, special attack Rose. You're raising your attack too, Timmy. There you go. Got my throat spray going. And yeah, this should be good to go. Oh, right. Drop Kick is a grass type move. I was like, how did Drop Kick affect me? Because I was like, wait, that's a fighting type move and I'm a ghost type. And it's like, nope, I'm not. Or it's not. Alright, here we go. Flamethrower! This has got to be a massive hit, right? Ooh, I mean, that's not bad for like a 5-star raid. That's not bad. The grassy terrain is such like a bad idea to some degree just because it heals everyone. So like, I don't know why they would put it out there. I get that some Pokemon it's beneficial. Like if you have Rillaboom, you get the grassy glide. But I don't know. Okay, I might have to use a Torch Song again to... Ah, yep, there it goes. There goes the stat changes. They all went away. Sad. It always sucks when the Pokemon do that. When they just eliminate all your hard work of raising your stats. And it's like, come on. I'm just trying to keep my stats up. Alright, let's turn this thing into the Ghost-type Pokemon. He is Brook! Oh, our singing skeleton crocodile thingy. This is such a cool Pokemon. I love it so much. Torch Song. There we go, there we go. Raising my special attack. Drop Kick. I'm not nervous about that. Yo, what is up, Mavis? Welcome, homie. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How is everyone doing? Torch Song. Raise my attack again. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, yeah, it's not. Heal up. Ooh, see, I feel that. It has been a tiring week. It has been a really, really tiring week. Like, I was really looking forward to streaming, but, like, it's just... This week has been exhausting. I said it earlier, it feels like it's a Thursday, it's only Tuesday. I am somehow 2 days ahead. And that's not where I need to be. But yeah, work can be brutal. Work can be really, really brutal. But hey, you're here, hopefully having fun. And yeah, thanks for joining, Mavis. Thanks for joining. Back on our super fun just casual streams where we're just fighting everyone. Okay, my attack fell. I don't really care. Oh! Ah! It's paralyzed. Hex, use. Yeah, it's gonna do a ton. A lot of damage. A lot of damage because it's paralyzed. And my special attack is through the roof. There we go. Yes. Sarina has been taken down. I don't want to catch it. I already have one. I don't really want this. I don't really want this. So don't catch. I'm just gonna not deal with it. Mavis, are you excited for bug snacks next week? I know you were drawing all the bug snacks in the Discord channel. Are you excited for bug snacks? 2 nights of bug snacks over in the Discord next week? I'm excited. Mainly because I haven't touched the game yet. I've downloaded it, and that's about it. Yeah, about to say, I'm gonna need everyone's help to get me through that game because I have no idea what's happening. Like, all I've seen is just the cute little bug snacks. And so, I really want to explore it, and I think I should be commended for not playing it yet. Simply because it looks really, really, really fun, and I want to play it very badly. I've heard nothing but good things about it. I've heard nothing but good things about bug snacks. So I'm really excited and very appreciative that Jamer was able to get it for me. Oh, very cool, very cool. Yo, what's up, Aster? Yeah, but I say thank you, Mavis. I appreciate that. I'll gladly take some hints and tricks and whatnot. I'll probably end up needing them. I'll be like, what is happening? I'm like, what is going on? But welcome, Aster. Welcome. How is everyone doing? We're back again on our really fun streams of doing. If anyone wants to join, please join these streams. Let's have some fun, shall we? As we go. Speaking of bug snacks, speaking of bugs, let's go see what's in this little cavern of a bug Tera shift tree, a 5-star shift tree. That's not bad. So a bug type. Again, I'm gonna go with Brooke. And we're gonna challenge as a group. And invite my friends via the link code. Everyone can hop in who wants to hop in. But this actually would be an interesting one because it's normally, I think this thing is weak to bug types. So this would be kind of a fun defensive. Oh, oh, that's cool. Okay. Okay, so it'll be a lot of, I guess, like, listening and reacting, too. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'm excited. Yeah, get that Switch ready, Aster. Get that Switch ready. See, that's gonna be fun, though, because, like, that's why, like, I don't play a lot of games where there's voice act. I play, like, a ton of Pokemon, so, and the most voice acting I've gotten out of Pokemon is in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, where they give the little expression boxes and stuff like that. Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be my hyperfixation as well. I got really into what's it called? I'm gonna say we're ready to go. I got really into, what's it called? Oh, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team, because it came out as a port on the Switch. And that's been super fun to relive that. I have DX, so I have the remake, but it's nice to go back to like the basics. Granted, there's a lot of quality of life improvements in the DX version, in the newer stuff, which is nice because it's like, oh, it just utilizes more buttons better. But it is nice to like not have to like. I feel like in the newer one, in the newer Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, like the remake, like you have a bunch of Pokemon wanting to join you all the time. Like I have like hordes, I feel like, of Pokemon that want to join my rescue team. Whereas in the original game that I'm playing, I have just a Magnemite. I literally just have Magnemite. So it's one of those things of like, I don't know, they must have upped the I want to join your team kind of thing, which is fun, but also I kind of like this idea of like, it's a little more few and far between of who actually joins your team and not. See, that's the thing though, we're streaming in the Discord. There's not going to be really a way to rewatch it. I'm not going to, well, I probably will record them, that's a lie. I probably will record them, but it's like, we're not going to be on YouTube. This is a Discord only stream next week. So if you're in the Discord, perfect. I will try to record it. I was like, now that I say that, I was like, I feel like I should record it. But yes, this will be a Discord only stream. So if you're not in the Discord, hit that link below and join the Discord. I'm doing it for the Discord, it's for everyone in the Discord. It's for everyone in the Discord. We're doing it. It's Discord night where everyone can just come and hang out. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I mean, I'll probably just save them on my computer. I don't know what I'll ever do. I don't know what I'll do with them. I don't know what I'll do. Who knows? I guess doing it unlisted would be slightly easier now that I think about it, but I don't know. Oh, I got sucker punched? Ooh. That was dumb. Don't like that. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna... So, like, I have that voice channel now. There should be a voice channel that everyone maybe can see. I might have to fix that a little bit. But theoretically, there's a voice channel that I'll be... It'll look like this. It should theoretically look exactly like this. Okay, cool. So you saw that. Yeah, theoretically, it'll be this. Y'all will have a chat window on the side, so you can literally just chat like normal. But then you can hear my voice and stuff coming through the channel. It's one of those things of like, it's a little bit counterintuitive, or like it's a little silly, but also I'm too nervous that like I don't, because my YouTube is nothing but Pokemon, and I was like, I didn't want to throw in some random extra game. Get kicked out of the raid? What? How did you get kicked out? I didn't even know you could. How do you get kicked out of the raid? What? Yeah. Like, yeah, that's about to say, Rain, that's a good way to do it. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. It'll be a screen share. It won't be like a true live. It'll just be a screen share. But it'll look like I'm live, and it'll feel like I'm live. So, like, if that makes sense. I don't want to catch this thing, but that's weird. That sucks. I'm sorry that you missed out on it. I'm sorry that it booted you out. That's a bummer. See, yeah, and that's my thing, is that, like, because that's the thing, like, when I started the channel, it was kind of meant to, I was kind of meant to be a variety streamer. That was the idea behind it, is that I was like, oh, like, it was gonna be one of those things of, like, okay, like, I'll play, like, some Zelda, I'll play some Pokemon, I'll maybe venture into other games. But then, like, I don't know, somewhere along the way, I was just like maybe it's just, I think Pokemon content was just doing better. So I was like, I just don't really want to, like, mess with the other stuff. Also got really hard to, like, I was kind of variety streaming in the sense of I was playing multiple games at once, which was probably not what I should have been doing, because that got really annoying for me personally. Because it's like, I'd do really well on Pokemon one night, and I would then want to go do more, but it was like, oh, Tuesdays or like Mondays are for Zelda, so I can't do that. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, this was a bad idea. Yes, Rain, yes, that's exactly what's going to be. Yeah, no one else will be able to speak or put their camera up, but everyone will be able to chat in a text box. Just like y'all do over here on YouTube, but it'll be in the Discord. And yeah, about to say, like, it's one of those things of, like, it should be... it's gonna be incredibly casual. It's gonna be, yeah, like, we already do very casual streaming. This will be even more casual of just hanging out, playing this weird little game. Oh my god. About to say, yeah, I've found though that Discord is only really laggy if you're trying to, like, stream in the process of it, because I won't act like OBS will just be up, it won't actually be streaming anything. I'll record it, or I'll try to record it. But yeah. See, and that's the thing. I've debated that. I've debated about doing another YouTube channel where it's just really casual stuff like that. Where like I've even had weird debates with myself of like, do I just do like a streaming YouTube channel where it just holds all my streams? But then it's like I didn't like how that played out, or like I didn't like that in my head, just because it was like it felt weird, or I'm like, well then I can't use. It was one of those things of like, because then I have to build that YouTube channel up to like have people get member perks, because you wouldn't be able to use the emotes, and that's what would suck, because now everyone can use emotes in the streams, which is what makes streaming also really fun. But if I did a secondary channel for my streaming, it would, yeah, there'd be no emotes. It would like, it's just weird. So instead, I think I just came to the conclusion that maybe we'll be doing more Discord nights. Maybe that'll just be a new kind of fun thing that we can do. Of if there's a new game, or if there's a game that's different than Pokemon, like, I'll just do it in the Discord, and we'll just take a week off from streaming on YouTube and just keep it a casual Discord night. That could be fun. I figured, you know, that's a good way to like kind of ease into it. A good way to build Discord so that people can join the Discord. By the way, join the Discord, y'all. Link is in the description down below. It also pops up as a chat bot every once in a while. Streamlabs will tell you to do it. But yeah, so this will be. But most of the games I will do in the Discord nights, like, I'll also play them like on my own. Like, I'm not just gonna play Bug Snacks exclusively in these Discord streams. I just wanted to play. Hey, there it is. I just wanted to play it for the first time in a Discord with all y'all, because I know y'all hyped it up and y'all are the reason why I got Bug Snacks. So I was like, okay, it's only fitting that the first time I experience this game, it's with everyone. The fact that Timmy keeps throwing out all these shiny legendaries is making me real jealous too, by the way. Or all these amazing shiny Pokemon. The flexes are real. The flexes are real. And see, that's the fun part. I wanted to do a fun first reaction. Like, I wanted, like, especially if there's voiceover, and like from what I can tell of it, it looks pretty silly. It looks really fun, though. I'm a little confused / concerned, because y'all are telling me it's a horror game, but it doesn't come across as a horror game, so like, I'm scared to see how this cute little Bug Snack game turns into like disaster. But I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out next week. And I already have a Crawdon. I don't need this. Also, Crawdon is a sick Pokemon. I love this thing. It's weirdly strong. Oh, my favorite snack and favorite character. Which character I relate to? Oh, God. That's going to be so funny. I'm excited now. I didn't like. Okay, so I'm guessing the characters are pretty in depth if it's who I can relate to and who my favorite. So am I my own character? How does, like, I guess I'll figure this out. But like, do I get to make my own character, or do I just play as other people? Again, I feel like I shouldn't be asking these questions ahead of the stream. I feel like I should just like accept whatever happens, but it's like, the more we talk about it, it's like the more I get curious. I'm excited. It should be a lot of fun. Let's go do this fairy one. Let's go do this fairy Tera raid. And then we'll find the big, like, I do want to find one of the big ones. I want to see what we got for a big one. One of the, I think it's 6 stars, right? The 6-star Tera raid. Ah, Yanuma, get away from me. I already have you as a shiny. I don't want you as a normal one. Ooh, fairy Dusclops. Okay. I'm gonna say I'm good because I have. Oh, no, I need to change my Pokemon actually. It's fairy type. Oh, gotta think about that. Oh my god, yes. That's awesome. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so excited for this. I'm gonna be so excited for like more head cannons and stuff like that. Oh my god, y'all, I'm excited. This is gonna be so funny. Okay, let's do. I'm gonna add picture on invite friends via link code. There we go. All the friends who want to join, hop on in. But I say, yeah, I was like, probably shouldn't have spoilers. Probably shouldn't be asking for spoilers. I just like, I haven't seen anyone actually play the game. I've just seen the like trailers. So it's like obviously there's some game footage, but then there's also not game footage. So I'm curious to see how this all works out. But I'm excited. So next week, next Tuesday and Wednesday in the Discord, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central, same time, just different place. What's up, the bros? I don't know. I mean, I have Violet, but I don't have. I'm not playing Violet right now. I just have Scarlet in right now. That's my main game. But what's up, the bros? Yeah, I don't know who plays. I don't know who plays Violet. Again, I have it. I just don't play it. Why did I buy Violet? Oh, I bought Violet for streaming. No, I didn't buy Violet for streaming. I bought Violet for. I don't know if you can see them. They're like way up top. I got the little figurines from England because I had someone that I knew. I knew someone from England through one of the Pokemon Discords that I was in, and he was like, hey, because we have a cool promotional thing with this game, we get the little figurines. If anyone wants one, just let me know and I'll send you a bill. And so I got myself a little Fuecoco, Quaxley, and Sprigatito figurines that they were given away with the pre-orders for Scarlet and Violet in the UK, which I'm really bummed that was a UK only one. Like the fact that in the US all we got was like, because I pre-ordered the game, I'm pretty sure. I don't quite remember. Yeah, I think I did. And like we just got some potions. They just gave you some potions and I think some maybe quick balls or something. It was so dumb. It was so dumb. Because I'm just like, bro, why do some countries get the really cool pre-order, like not even a Pokemon card? We didn't even get like a thing of like, oh, here's a Pokemon card with all 3 of them on it. It has no value, but it's cool. Like, dude. Also, wait, what? You just prefer the mail? Oh, Professor Sana! Oh my god, I love that you called her a MILF. It's accurate. But no, that was my thing too, is that I paid. Scarlet was the one I wanted right off the bat. It's because I liked it better. I don't know. I never got into the futuristic kind of stuff. Like, the robots are cool. The robot paradox forms are cool, but at the same time, the good old like dinosaur-looking Pokemon as paradox forms. It's hard to beat that. Well, I'm just gonna do this because this is gonna be super effective and probably just knock it out. Yeah. See, that's what I've come to realize about myself, is that I've always grown up with a more of an appreciation for like organic kind of stuff. So Pokemon, I loved Pokemon as a kid, and I still do. But I really liked the idea of Pokemon, I think, because it was like, you know, they look like animals. Like they don't as much anymore. Like they kind of do, and they also kind of don't. But it's one of those things of, I feel like Pokemon felt more organic to me, where things like Digimon or like Transformers or like even Yu-Gi-Oh kind of felt more like it was this like a more synthetic kind of thing, or like a thing of I just don't think I liked the idea of like, oh, a robot is alive, because it's like, how does that work? Like, or it's like, I don't want to care for a robot. Like, I don't, like, because you can't feed it. Right? It's like, so that's a bummer. But I don't know, yeah, and for some reason I just never really, like, dinosaur, I don't know why that thing wasn't dying, but whatever. I don't think I need you. I'm gonna not catch it. I don't think I need this. So, okay, yeah, exactly. Like, that's the thing, is that, like, I mean, it's like a boat, I guess. I guess it's like a boat. That's what I would, bros, I would assume that Miraidon is a, like, I mean, it's like a jet ski, right? It's kind of the idea, isn't it? Like, it's ion wheels probably just act as flotation devices, slash they just create a barrier for it to, like, hover, so it's like more doing like this on the water, whereas like Koraidon is like always treading water. Yeah, it's like a jet ski, right? Is the idea. It'd have to be. It's got freaking tanks on its back, like it has jet engines. Like, that's the only way I can make it make sense, but that's, see, it's stuff like that where I'm like, it feels less authentic, it feels less organic, and that's what I don't like. Well, I mean, it's, you know, it's, Lantern probably electrocutes everything as well. If we're talking about Pokemon that are electrocuting everything in the water, Lantern is already doing a hell of a job of that. You have a Ghost Milotic? Wait, yeah. I mean, also, people can drop, feel free to drop, your, this is gonna be a cool one. What is over there? Oh, feel free to drop any raids you have in the chat. I'm more than open to do them on stream. Mainly because I only have so many good ones. Like, we're gonna get to a point where we just can't do them. A Dragon Ludicolo. Okay. Okay. Dragon Ludicolo. Okay. That's what we're gonna be doing right now, I guess. It's probably my best option here. I'm a little bit in shock because I don't know. Pokemon I never thought of as a dragon. Ludicolo. Even though it looks like Alolan Executor to some degree, this is so confusing. This is gonna be a weird looking Pokemon, I guarantee it. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna look weird. It's gonna look bizarre. Even though it just gets a dragon like hat, it's gonna look it's gonna look weird. Also, Flygon is probably like super sad right now that it's not that it's not getting a dragon, a fun big dragon Tera typing. Oh, poor Flygon. I mean, it's got like the Hispanic kind of, yeah, like origins to it. It's kind of got that like sombrero and ponchero kind of vibe. Did it? What do I feel like in, what do you call it? In Pokemon like Colosseum and XD, I feel like it did. No, it didn't Maraca. What Maraca'd? No, I don't think any Pokemon actually Maraca'd in that game. It did. No, because yeah, it just danced with like its arms out. It just did that like. It's like I was trying to think back of like what, because Pokemon XD and Pokemon Coliseum had some really weird battle animations. Like, they had some Pokemon doing some weird stuff in that game. Whew. Oh my god. Like, I think though one of my favorites was probably just the fact that like Sudowoodo would literally just like stand there and rotate. It's like it would just kind of like shift a little bit back and forth from time to time, or like it was really sad. I remember Spoink actually. Spoink was bouncing. It was continuously bouncing, otherwise it dies. But when it faints, because they also had really unhinged fainting animations. They were really over the top. When Spoink fainted in Pokemon XD, it literally like stopped and fell forward, and then its pearl fell off of its head. So essentially, it like died, which is really weird. Like it was like I'm like, well, how can your Pokedex be this explicit? Is that Spoink has to keep moving all the time, and then they're like, oh, you made it faint, you killed it. It's like, bro, what? Also, Regidrago or Regieleki? Regieleki, it's an element. Dragon, that's not an element. I'm sorry, but the Titan, like, Regieleki and Regidrago really ruined the Titan Pokemon for me. Like, primarily Regidrago, because they are literally, there's some kind of element, or they come from the earth in some way, or like steel is like it's like an element. Yeah, like there's steel. Metal is a thing. Dragon, that's not a thing. Nothing is just like nothing is dragon. Like there isn't like a thing in the world that is just that. So I think that bothers me. It shouldn't. This is gonna be a long battle. I picked the wrong Pokemon for this, I think. Like it really shouldn't bother me like it does, but it bothers me. Regidrago bothers me a ton. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. Also, this Ludicolo with a big dragon on its head is everything I hope for. Regidrago wasn't finished because Regigigas was sealed. But like that just gets more confusing to me. Of like, what do you mean like it wasn't finished? Like if Regigigas was trapped, it shouldn't have been able to like do anything. Like, it shouldn't have been able to like. Oh, I terrestrialized to knock this thing out. Jeez. That's where, but like, yeah, that's the thing. If Regigigas is creating the Regi Pokemon, like it makes sense with Regirock, Registeel, Regiice. I'll give it Regieleki, and we could have like a ground. Yeah, get those lemon limes in the chat as it takes a massive Hydro Pump to the face. We got lemon lime emotes. Let's go. It's not doing well. It's doing okay. There you go. Okay, I'm going to heal myself and everyone else. But that's my thing with the Regis, is that like they need to be like a grass would be cool, a fire one would be cool, water would be cool, ground makes sense. Like ones that I don't think you can do. Like fighting doesn't make sense, so I don't want there to ever be a fighting one. See, yeah, like a Regiquake, that makes sense. Regiquake makes sense. Or like Regiflare, Regiaqua, or Agua. It'd be kind of a cool one. But it's like, I don't know. I'm just like, maybe I'm just like a purist about it, or maybe I'm just being Reggie Weed. I wouldn't put it past Pokemon to do something unhinged like that, though. I wouldn't put it past them to do something just kind of weirdly out of pocket, like, hey, we're calling this thing Reggie Weed. It's a grass, and you don't need to think any deeper about it. And it's like, okay, Reggie Weed, okay. It's kind of like how Galarian Wheezing is just like a big bong. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. You can't convince me otherwise. That Galarian Wheezing was not just one massive, like, bong joke. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I don't work for Pokemon, but that's the vibe it gives me. I'll catch it in the Pokeball. I don't know what this thing is. Reggie Wisp for... So, a ghost could be cool for the Reggies. Because, like, what if that's a counter to Regigigas? What if... Like, because that would be the perfect counter. That would just be a really, really good counter to it. So, like... Why is his hands gonna be curled? It's like... Why does it have the iPad kid stare? Why does this thing look like it's waiting for its iPad to be returned to it? Well, I mean, yeah, kinda. That'd be some cool lore to it, is that Regigigas tried to make something, like, because then it could be a thing of, like, oh, Regigigas tried to make something all-powerful, or tried to make something extremely powerful, but the core collapsed on itself. But there was still so much energy that it came to life, and now we have Reggie Wisp, the ghost Reggie. That would be the... I mean, we have Reggie Drago, so there's no way to, like, get around it. But... yeah, all stands up when he gets iPad back. 100%. This thing is such a goofball. But no, like, I think that'd be really, really cool if they didn't... Reggie Drago should have been a ghost type. I will get behind that 100% now. Is it should have been a ghost type, and then that could have introduced this idea of non-elemental Reggies. But it's weird that every Reggie is an element except for... Oh, I'm not doing that. I don't know. And maybe I'm the only one that's bothered by that. Maybe that's just a me thing. And maybe I need to just let go of that. But that's a hill I'm going to die on. That is a Pokemon hill I will die on, is that the Reggies should have stayed purely elemental. Because it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Ooh, that is a good question. If we're getting other... I don't know. The evolutions are so weird because, like, the last new one we got was because they introduced a whole new typing. Which makes sense to some degree. Okay, let's do a Noctowl. Let's fight this. You see, like, yeah, the Ghost isn't... Like, Ghost isn't an element either, but there's... Like, what is a Regidragon? Like, what is that? At least a Regighost, there could be some lore of the core collapsed on itself, but then it still came to life. I don't know. A dragon evolution? That could be cool. I'm a little bit surprised they haven't made a steel or a poison type yet. Dragon could be neat. Dragon could be neat. Actually, you know what? I'm really surprised that they haven't given Eevee a normal evolution. I know that kind of goes against its whole idea of like, oh yeah, why would you... Eevee evolves just into other typings. But I feel like having an Eevee evolve into a normal type Eevee would still be cool. I feel like people would dig that. We can take this thing down easy. I might be wrong, but I feel like a normal Eevee would go over really well. Maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. But yeah, a dragon type would be cool. I'm trying to think. Eevee Stellar? Ooh. Ooh, a ghost type. Oh, you hit it with a brick. Oh my god. Oh, poor Eevee, yeah. Eevee has another evolution. All you gotta do is give it a brick. But, like, really hard. It's like, I'm sorry, Eevee. Like, or like, hey, Eevee, here's this brick. It's like, no, trainer. That's not how you get the ghost type evolution. It's like, do I have to? It's like, what if I just, you know, what if I just walk away from it for a little bit and I come back and hope it's a ghost evolution? What if I just leave it in the woods and come back in a week? Will it be the ghost type evolution? It's like, no, you have to use the evolution item, brick. And you gotta make sure Blaziken does it, and you gotta make sure Blaziken does it really, really hard. It's like, oh god. See, about to say, I wouldn't put it past Pokemon to do a weird ghost evolution where it's like, oh, end a battle with 10 HP from taking a fighting type move to the face. And then it's like, congrats, you now have Ghosteon or Wispion or whatever it is. Exactly, they already have take a certain amount of damage. That's what I'm saying, is that like, could you imagine it's a thing of, sorry Eevee, my buddy's Blaziken is gonna just rock your world for a quick second with a KO. KO Eevee with a fighting move. That would be so sad. It'd be funny, but it would be so sad. Poor Eevee, just getting so many people would actively be like, you know what, and they'd make it good. Pokemon would be in on the sick joke. They'd be like, yeah, hey, this is how you get Eevee. By the way, Wispion is really good. It's like the best evolution we've ever made. So like, everyone, make sure you just bash your Eevee in with a fighting type move. Like, you can't convince me that would not go over stupid well to where everyone would be, there would be this weird unspoken uptick in Eevees getting obliterated because trainers want a ghost type evolution. Because again, you can't convince me they wouldn't make it amazing. Yeah, you gotta take the Eevee, yeah. And that's the thing too. Everyone would name it Old Yeller. Guaranteed. Everyone would start naming their Eevees Old Yeller. It'd be like, oh, this person sends out a Wispion. Nickname, Yeller, or like Old Yeller. And it's like, like, what? Because Pokemon fans are dark. Pokemon fans, they would like, I like to try to have fun with my Pokemon nicknames. Like, you know, I'll nickname Miraidon Richard because of its silhouette. And if you don't understand that, good for you. You're more pure than I am. But yeah, Miraidon named Richard. Nothing wrong with that. I don't want to battle that person. I want to fight some of these. Yeah, there it is. See, exactly. Another evolution. Like, and that's why I feel like they're waiting. But I don't know why they'd be what they're waiting for. Because part of I feel like why they gave Sylveon was because they were introducing a brand new typing. So it's like, okay, how do we get people on board with this? Speaking of Spoink, here's one right there. It's like a really easy way to get people on board. God, I don't want that. Are we out of good Pokemon battles up here? Are we out of the good ones? Is this dragon gonna be a good one? I was like, I'll go to Blueberry Academy if there's not a good one. What is Stellar? Oh, right, because we have, that's a thing now. Oh, I guess that is a typing, isn't it? A stellar typing. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about that actually. I mean, I guess it would probably have to be a thing. It would happen at some point. Yeah, there's a lot of... What the hell? It's my security camera. Oh, it's a cat! There's a cat in my yard. I'm not gonna go mess with it. Rockion. That's a fun one. God, this is a... Well... This could work. I need like a... No, because it's a... What do you call it? It's a dragon type, so I need... In... Ice? But it's a fire type. Ah, we're in a big old mess. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Here we go. What evolution is the most cat-like? Probably Espeon. Honestly, I've always kind of viewed them as cats. I had never really looked at them as dogs. The one that would be the most dog-like? Maybe Eevee? Oh my god. Wait, would Flareon be the most dog-like or the most cat-like? I could see Jolteon being kind of cat-like or kind of dog-like, but I think that's just because of like the way it's designed. Like it's just a design thing. Because it still feels kind of like a cat to me, but like without a tail. I don't know. The evolutions are like a very... They do a really good job with their design of being a great mix of like just monster. I guess maybe I think beast is a better way to describe it. Like they do a really good job of being just like beastly. Like where like they're not quite a dog, they're not quite a cat, but they're also not like... Because I feel like with the legendary beast, like with Entei, Raikou, and Suicune, they're like pretty... Like Entei very much feels like a lion. Raikou very much feels like a tiger. Suicune does feel more dog-like. I've seen people argue that's a leopard, but like its snout is just I think too long. So it definitely gives more of a dog vibe. But I never saw Entei as a dog. I never saw Raikou as a dog. Exactly, like they do, like they're just like the perfect little just monster, which is like just great for Pokemon. See, yeah, it's like a wolf or like a dog. It's giving dog vibes. It's giving canine, whereas the other ones are giving more cat. But I don't know. I guess Entei just reminds me of a lion. Like it just looks like it has a big mane. It just has a lot of hair in general, so like it could be kind of a dog, but I feel like with Raikou and Entei, because they have like fangs, or Entei has that mask that kind of juts down like fangs, Raikou straight up has two big tiger teeth. But I don't know, I guess always viewed them as cats. And then Suicune was just the odd man out of like, oh yeah, no, Suicune's a dog. And I never understood why. And then it was like, oh, they're legendary dogs. Oh, they're legendary cats. Oh, they're legendary beast. And I'm like, you know what? Legendary beast, I think, is the best way to categorize them. Because honestly, you could go back and forth of like, are they dogs? Are they cats? Entei is Simba. Wait a minute. Perhaps. If anything, he's going to be more like Scar, because freaking the third Pokemon movie had him kidnapping a child and holding her hostage, and then also kidnapping Ash's mom. So like there's too much to unpack there. That's also the thing, is that, like, was Entei supposed to be, like, an anti-hero? Was that supposed to be... Because, like, truthfully, Entei did not really give anti-hero vibes to me. Like, Entei very much felt like the enemy to me as a kid. There was no reason I needed to do this move, but I went for it anyway. Oh, Macro Girl had Sunny Day? Okay, so I could've just waited a turn? Cool. Neat. Okay, can I just attack this thing already? God, it has such soulless eyes. Dragon Pulse. This is just knock this thing out. Walking Wake is terrifying. What are you talking about? I would not want to come face to face with a Walking Wake. Like, this thing is gnarly looking. Like, this thing's huge. It's a massive, like, raptor thing. I do like it, I think, the best out of them. Magcart. Oh, it's Slugmanuts. Yeah, Walking Wake for me was like an immediate. I loved it right off the bat. I was like, nope, that's solid. What is it? Iron Leaves is the Virizion. That's just Virizion, but with Metal Coat. That's what bugs me about the Paradox, the future ones. They are just regular Pokemon, but like as if someone built them in their basement. It's so boring. All of them are. Like, oh, they got a screen for a face and they're like metallic looking. That's not enough. You turned Suicune into a full-blown raptor. You can't get off that easy, Pokemon, of like you can't convince me that someone had way more fun creating the past Paradox forms versus the future Paradox forms, because the future Paradox forms are so boring. He's a cute dinosaur, you're right. I still wouldn't want to like walk up on one. Like if I saw Walking Wake walking around, I would be terrified. Iron Valiant is that's a good one. No, yeah, that's solid. That one does not just feel like someone built an established Pokemon in their garage. Like Iron Valiant is a truly that's a unique looking Pokemon. That's just unique. But the past Paradox forms, they just look so different. I don't think we need to fight that. Okay, I think we need to go to Kitakami, or not Kitakami. I think we need to go to the Blueberry Academy, because we need to do a bigger raid. Let's do this one. Iron Bundle isn't but it still just kind of looks like a Delibird. Like, it's cool, but it still just kind of looks like Delibird. Like, that's it. Screamtail, Screamtail is probably Screamtail and Fluttermane are probably some of the weakest past Paradox forms, but, like, they still look very different. Oh yeah, no, Rotund, it's a good design because of how rotund it is and how good it looks as that, but like, it's not a creative Paradox Pokemon. That's my thing, is across the board, the future Paradox Pokemon don't look that different than their original Pokemon. Okay, so who wants an Alolan Dark Ninetales? I don't know what to use for this thing. I'm thinking just keeping Great Tusk. Because I have fighting type moves and a bug type move. I'm going to keep Great Tusk out here, actually. Oh, no, yeah, that is hilarious. Like, the fact that these Paradox Pokemon completely undid the meta for, like, competitive Pokemon, it was awesome. Like, to have these... They're, like, kind of pseudo-legendaries, but they're kind of not. Like... I don't know. It was... Yeah, no, I agree. And same with Terastallizing. I think Terastallizing was an awesome addition to just wreck competitive Pokemon. Because, like, competitive Pokemon was so annoying. Like, it's one of those things of it was just like, ugh. Oh, everyone's using the same, and people still do. It's like, oh, everyone's using the same 5 Pokemon? Cool. Stupid. That's not the point of Pokemon. That's not the point. But everyone just wants to win. Everyone just wants, like, oh, that was the winning. These are the best. These Pokemon have the best stats. Oh, I need to use them on my team. It's like, oh, the only way to counter that Pokemon is to also have that Pokemon. It's like, no. Or like, why does everyone have to have the same 5 Pokemon just because they have high stats? Like, figure something out. Use a cool strategy. If a Pachirisu can win a championship, then get more creative. That's why I like the non-competitive. Like, I like the casual battles. It's because you can just battle with your favorites. You can build your own teams. I love seeing that. My God. The future? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. They're a little weird. They're like a little weird, but like also I feel like they've made ice cream Pokemon. They've literally made a Pokemon that's ice cream. I feel like they're pretty comfortable with how far they can go out there with stuff. The past ones were like a little bit more, I feel like, of like a stepping stone for them of like, I think honestly, and let me like say, like, thinking about it, I think both past and future Paradox Pokemon is Game Freak kind of being like, how do people react to like these similar looking Pokemon? Because like, that's what's, I feel like that could have been a really big critique of them, is just that like, oh, past and like the past Paradox and the future Paradox look too much like their current states. But I think a lot of people actually accepted it very well, and a lot of people I think were just like, no, yeah, like Paradox Pokemon, cool, good to go, golden. Which I think is unique, because yeah, they could have, like, I feel like it really could have backfired. This is a fairy type Pokemon, isn't it? It's gonna have fairy type moves. I should not have picked the fighting type. This is gonna suck. This might suck. That's gonna help though. That's gonna help. That sunny day, that's gonna help a lot. Thank you with the Koraidon. Ooh. Oh, stupid snow. Dang it. Okay. Brick Break. Okay. Haha! I took down the Aurora Veil. There we go. There we go. Oh, Ice type is super effective to me. That's not good. Everybody heal, because I pulled the wrong Pokemon in. I thought the fighting type would negate my ice weakness. Apparently not. Apparently not. Yeah, it's not good. Okay. Yeah, I should have picked a very different Pokemon. Yeah, I forgot it's a fairy. So it's normally a fairy grass type, which gets confusing because it's obviously a dark type, but like it looks like a ice type. Yeah, I'm also apparently 4 times weak. Yeah, it's Fairy Ice, which I always forget the Fairy typing. I always think it's just an Ice type. Always think it's just an Ice type. So yeah. If we win this, cool. If we don't, apologies. I made a blunder. I made a whoopsie-daisies. We all made whoopsie-daisies. We all made a mess, and if we come out of this on top, this will be awesome. We might be able to, actually, yeah, now that we're... Okay, but if I become... Okay, there's no way I'm going to be able to terrestrialize anytime soon, but, like, if I can terrestrialize into a steel type, I'll be fine. And if I keep avoiding attacks. That would be cool. Okay. We're... not doing terrible? Oh! I'm just gonna go for it. Final hits. Let's do this. Final... What are the odds? Increase my stats. Get big ol' Great Tusk out here. Oh, okay. I mean, this is kind of working, I think. Ah, someone hit it. Someone just hit it with one thing. Oh! We're all weak to this thing, and we defeated it. Let's go. I want to put you in a luxury ball. There was no way we should have won that. Let's go, Questers! Let's go! Holy cow! Oh my god! Okay! Okay! Shouldn't have happened, but I'm not gonna complain about it. We got some bottle caps, we got some great items from the... Okay, sick! Dope! Okay, okay. Okay. This works. This works. Oh my god. Yeah. Shout out to all of us for getting this amazing Pokemon. What is it? How do I already have this? Right? A dark Alolan Ninetales is solid. This can be very beneficial. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful Pokemon. Like Alolan Ninetales being the start of regional forms was a fantastic move on the Pokemon Company's part, because like Vulpix getting a new form, literally, I mean, that's just easy. That's just easy bait to like get Pokemon fans excited. Oh, Porygon Z. Let's do this, y'all. It's a steel typing. I'm gonna change. The Alolan Pokemon were kind of weird. They did a lot of experimenting with that one. But it was fun because they all fit, in my opinion at least, they all fit within the world. They all fit within the world. What should you call a shiny Incineroar? Should call it Applejacks. Or call it Bronavik, because there's a tiger at the zoo I work at named Bronavik. Okay, but like the diamond, like the crystals are kind of fun. The crystals were kind of fun. See, and like Ultra Beasts were cool. I didn't like them at first, but they grew on me. Okay, but I'm still convinced in Pokemon Legends ZA. I think Ultra Beasts are coming back. I think we might be able to see some Ultra Beasts, and here's why. the A in Legend ZA looks like, is it Crystelia? That, like, the big tall Ultra Beast that's a steel type, and it kind of reminds me of the Ultimate Weapon. It kind of reminds me of the Ultimate Weapon, and what you have to think about is, if that was from hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago, how would the records be accurate? How would people truly know what was there? What if it was a Pokemon that was summoned, but it was actually, like, but they told the stories later on of, oh, it was a device. It wasn't a Pokemon. It was just this device that someone made. And that's why Lannister, is that the guy's name in X and Y? That's the evil guy? That's why the evil guy's plan didn't work. That's why it didn't work. Because it wasn't meant to be a machine. There was room for error. It was a Pokemon. That's a really big theory that I have, with not a lot of merit, but it's fun to imagine, right? It's fun to think, what if Pokemon got this deep and was like, hey, fun fact, the Ultimate Weapon was a Pokemon all along, and not just a Pokemon, it was an Ultra Beast. So, have fun with that. I just powered myself up, Porygon Z. I just powered myself up. I also hope we get more info soon. We have gone... Which, if they need to take their time, that's fine. But people are clearly getting impatient and annoying about it, because I've seen so many people making fake, like, leaks and trying to, like, get a bunch of traction, and, like, Pokemon fans are just hungry for new stuff, so, like, it's gaining traction, and that's driving me nuts, because it's like, it's so, like, people are debunking them so easily, and it's just like, stop making fake stuff, stop making stuff up. Like, there's no reason to, it doesn't do anything. Like, stop grabbing screenshots from other games and trying to put, like, a blurry filter on it and being like, look, this is what's gonna happen. It's like, no, it's not. Because I hope these new games look way better than anything people are making up. That was a cool attack. Exactly. That's the thing, is that they just gotta take their time. If they take their time, they'll be fine. Also, the release of Legends Arceus was terrible. Not necessarily from a gameplay standpoint, but, like, it was so bad because I saw people leaked everything. All the cool stuff was leaked before the average person got their hands on the game. That was probably one of the worst leakings I've ever seen. Because then people, like, not only would the stuff get leaked, then people, for whatever reason, would go and who had the game early, for whatever reason, would confirm it. They'd be like, people would try to be like, no, you know, that's just like, it's not real. Like, look, it's a lifeless model. And they're like, no, it really is like this. And it's like, oh. Because that's also annoying, because they robbed the Pokemon Company of getting people really excited about Pokemon, because I'm not gonna try to steal one again. There's so many steel types over here. But, like, they robbed the Pokemon Company and Pokemon fans while getting excited about new kind of experimental Pokemon forms, because they just showed the model. They didn't actually show the model in action. They just showed, like, Hisuian Typhlosion just standing there. Or Hisuian Decidueye just, like, standing there. Of course they're gonna look bad. Of course they're gonna look stupid. Like, they're just standing there. Why would they look good? Why on earth would these Pokemon look good when they're just, like, in this, not even an idle position. They're just mocked up as, like, oh, here's what they're going to look like in the game. And especially in the 3D age, people gotta stop leaking stuff, because it's like, That's a stupid one to get. Don't know if I have that Pokemon, actually. No, well, they hate on everything because they don't give anything a chance. Someone needs to be the first person to show off that they data mined or that they figured out what Pokemon was making this entire time, and they always reveal the least interesting aspect of it. Ew, I don't want to know how many times people throw up in a day. Ooh, no thank you. No thank you. But it's just ridiculous, because it's like, okay, yeah, what are you expecting? Like, what do you think is going to happen here? Because if you have just Palkia standing there, it's going to look dumb. And with 3D animation in these new games, like the just model of the sprites aren't going to look good because they're just built like there's a base model version of just like here is the Pokemon, but now because everything's 3D animated, they're like, oh, and here's the Pokemon rigged up, and here's the Pokemon being able to move. People data mine just like they can't data mine the actual game. Like the actual, like, oh, here's it in action. They just data mine the base model. So, of course, when they leak that kind of stuff, it's just gonna look bad. Oh my god. I feel like I'm going on like a half-hour rant about that stuff, but good god. I can't go through that again. I can't go through seeing some really cool Pokemon just get absolutely trashed for, like, no reason. Simply because people decided to data mine and be edgy or whatever and ruin everyone's fun. Like, where are the days of experiencing a Pokemon game with no outsider knowledge and without having to jump through 1,000 hoops to avoid spoilers? I shouldn't have to, like, ditch all of my social media accounts for a month just so that I don't see what's going to happen in the game. And also, I'm sorry, if you're someone that, like, this is turning into a huge rant, but if you just grind out the game first day, that is not enough time. That is not enough time to then go, oh, well, you should be prepared for spoilers. No. Stupid. Like, it's just insane. It's just absolutely insane because, no, exactly. That's how Timmy. That's exactly right. That's how models work. They're different. Like, and it's not in the 2D sprites. They had to make them. They had a little box to make their sprite, and they had to give it as much personality in that motionless image as they could. I mean, name your Incineroar. I still say Applejacks. I think it's funny because most people would go for Frosted Flakes with Tony the Tiger. No, Applejacks is what I'm voting for. But yeah, it hurts my brain. It hurts my brain when people just try to, and it's like a thing of like at this point you gotta be just ruining other people's fun. Like that's what you gotta enjoy about leaking that kind of stuff and making content day of. You don't need to make content day of. Name it David. I like that. That's funny. That's a separate rant for another day of. We don't need day of like, if you do, cool, put the proper spoiler warnings on it. Well, see, and that was the thing back in the day, and like the Pokemon designers have spoken out on this, is that back in the day when they had 2D sprites, they put a ton of effort into those 2D sprites because they had one shot to get people excited. The sprites didn't move. They just sat there. As soon as that Pokemon appeared out of the Pokeball, you had to make people love it. And some people just don't love, like, there were some that just were never going to be a hit. But it was really, really hard, and they put a ton of energy into that. Now with the 3D sprites, they make the base model, and then they come up with all the other stuff. They're like, okay, here are some fun animations for it. They're not trying to, like... It's like, I don't know how else to, like, describe it. Of, like, they're not trying to... No. Like, they don't need to make the initial sprite look impressive, because they just need a model to work with to then give it, like, the fact that Hisui and Typhlosion, when it was leaked, its collar wasn't on. It didn't have its flames coming out. It looked dumb. It looked just like Typhlosion with a little bit different paint job. But then once those ghostly flames came out, it looked really cool. It looked like the Pokemon it was meant to be. Same with Samurott. It just looked better once it was able to move. I don't know. That was a massively long rant. They went absolutely nowhere aside from me just crapping on leakers and data miners, but I mean, that's what they get. Oh my god. True. I guess, yeah, people that can't, yeah, so day of content does have its, I think it's more so a day of content if you're just trying to spread spoilers. I think that's maybe that's where I need to rephrase it, is that if you're making day of content just to show gameplay, cool, whatever. If you're making day of content just to be the first to just talk about the ending, it's like, come on. If your whole video is nothing but the ending of this game, like, don't do that day of. Like, just do a gameplay video. Just do a gameplay. Just do it like, oh, here's what happened. Like, or here's from start to finish. Here's just the big story elements or stuff like that. I don't know. Here's how the game looked. Spoiler warning. I don't know. Ah, Lion-O is a good one too. Oh my god. Exactly. It's easier to have different layers. Whatever. I've ranted and raved about this too long, I think. Ha! You named it Applejacks. Nice. Oh, that's a cool green one. That's cool. No, I think I've beaten that horse to all the way into the ground. It's like I didn't even beat that horse to death. I just beat it into the ground of my distaste. Also, yeah, Timmy has all the shinies. Timmy is just rocking these shinies. Oh my god. Oh. I'm about to rant myself to sleep. Oh, there we go. Electro web, please. Nonsense. Haha, there you go. All right, we got the Galvantula. Cool. I did use bug spray in the form of Skeledirge using flamethrower. It's like a bug spray. It's like a bug spray, right? It's like a really aggressive bug spray because it's fire. Seriously, yeah. Although I do like these raids better than in Galar. The Sword and Shield raids were slow. These are almost too fast to where there's a lot of times where, because it's going so fast, the other Pokemon can react more and it just ends the battle. But yeah, the Sword and Shield raid battles were so incredibly slow, and I'm glad that these at least sped up a little bit. Let's work our way around this big square. Alright, where are we going? Yeah, I mean, there's still, yeah, like, there's always gonna be, like, little issues, I think. But, like, I feel like Pokemon is kind of being forced into a weird... Not that they don't prioritize online gameplay and stuff like that, but at the same time... That's not a good Pokemon. I feel like they just aren't... I don't know, Nintendo's weird, I feel like, with how they're doing... How they just do everything. Because it's like... One of those things of... It feels like they don't prioritize online stuff, really. They just try to make a game that's, like, fun. Ooh, okay, I'll do this. They also don't really prioritize, like, what do you call it? They don't really prioritize graphics, really, even, all that much. Which is fine, because, like, I don't really need a bunch of big, fancy graphics. Ooh, I'll use you. Actually, no, I won't. I'll use you. Who am I what am I fighting? Oh, right. Yeah, here we go. You know, Let's Go looks really good, and I think these games look good. They just are pushing their limits. They're just getting really, really into, like... It's just, I mean, it's hard to keep up. It's just hard. See, Pokemon Snap looks fantastic. Pokemon Snap looks really, really good because you don't have an open world concept. You're not having to, like... It's a set map with kind of set things happening. But I would agree. If they could make a Pokemon game look like Pokemon Snap, they'd be golden. They would be golden. But, because, yeah, Pokemon Snap is fantastic. Yeah, yeah, they're trying to do more open world stuff because other games are doing, like, I think they're trying to compete too much. They're trying to, like, which is good to some degree because, like, it's nice that they're trying new things. But at the same time, it feels a little forced at times just because they're obviously trying really, really hard to make stuff work. Like, it's a thing of, yeah, like, okay, like, especially when you hear things like, oh, Red Dead Redemption 2 did really, really well because it is a open world concept. Like, other games are doing really, really well because they're open world concepts. So it's like, okay, like, let's try to make open world concepts. People seem to want open world concept games. But, I don't know, I think they do a nice balance of both, where other game companies don't. Like, they're just, like, full into, like, you're in this immersive world, you are able to do whatever you want, whenever you want. You could play this entire game and not actually play the game. And I feel like that gets annoying for some people. Just because it's like, some games you just need to, wow. Alright. But some games, sometimes just a simple game is fun. A simple platformer, a simple puzzle game. Like a dungeon crawler. Those games are fun. You don't always gotta make them super extravagant, but... Oh my god. Oh my god, yeah, stop yawning. Holy cow. But yeah, I don't know. I guess, do y'all like open world games? Like, what are y'all's thoughts on it all? No, exactly. Like, the story of this game is fantastic. Scarlet and Violet has the best story of any Pokemon game. And yeah, the open world is a little glitchy. But it's still it's an immersive story. at least for me, my attention was kept. I have continued to be thrusted into this Pokemon world, despite it looking a little weird at times. Yeah, they're not really good at optimizing stuff. See, exactly, like, and that's the thing, is when every game becomes open world, then there's nothing special about it. It's like, it's fun to, like, see, like, I like open world games, and I like the idea of being able to do whatever you want, but at the same time, if I'm playing an open world game, I'm probably not really doing much of that. Like, I have Red Dead Redemption 2. It's really fun, but I will admit I am so far behind in that game. Like, I've had it for years and I've never beat it, simply because I'm just always running around doing nonsense. I'm not playing the game. I'm playing the game, but I'm not playing the game. Like, I'm just, like, I'll stumble into a story moment. I'll be doing something and all of a sudden a character walks up on me, or I won't realize that what I'm doing is like a main game task. It'll just be one of those things of, like, all of a sudden it's like a main character comes in, they're like, well, you shouldn't have been doing that there, Dutch. And then all of a sudden you're in a main story moment. I don't know. It's, yeah, I don't know. Open world games, I mean, they have their place. I love them, but at the same time, it can get annoying when everything is this, because everything's open world, and every game is the same. Every game is you can go do whatever you want. Yo, what up, Logan? Welcome, homie. Just in time. We got this Dragon Tera Porygon 2. We already fought Porygon Z. Now it's time for Porygon 2. In the evolution line of Porygon. So come all and get your little digital dippy bird. What's happening here? Oh, gotcha. Hey, sounds good, homie. Sounds good. Hopefully we can find some. Hopefully we can still find some good ones. If anyone has any big raids they want to do, drop it in the chat, please. I would love to help y'all out and do some awesome big Pokemon raids. Just because we got some small ones. We got some small ones we've been doing, but not too bad. 5-star isn't bad. I'll take a 5-star. Regidrago. Oh my god. Regidrago, what are you doing? What are you doing here, Regidrago? You're not an element. You're not elemental. I've already crapped on it enough for tonight. I know, I figured you were. I figured you were, bros. I figured you were. Oh. It's a cool looking, but also, why does it have to be Charizard? Why does it have to be Charizard's head? And you can't really come at me with the whole like, oh, it's just a dragon. It's like, that's Charizard. That's a Charizard skull. Hey, let's go, Logan. Hop on in, homie. Hop on in. It is bulky, so that's nice. 100%. 100% Rain, without question. If all of a sudden this was my full-time gig, I would do it in a heartbeat. And here's the reason why. Here's the reason why. It's not because I don't like my job. I don't work a very corporate-y job. I work at a zoo. So, you know, like, even the days that do feel kind of corporate-y, kind of office-y, I can go pet a rhino. Not something you can do at the office on a normal day. But I would give that all up. I would 100% give that up simply because if I was able to make a living off of content creation, then I would be able to be responsible for my own financial growth and my own financial like well-being. That is a big reason why I even started a lot of this stuff. Is I didn't start it to immediately make money, because obviously that doesn't happen. You don't immediately make money when you do this stuff. But I've seen a lot of people talk, like a lot of entrepreneurs and stuff talk about this, is just this idea of like, you can't put all your stock into your job. If you put all your eggs into that basket, now people talk about the whole thing of like, and that's why you need a side hustle, because you could get like laid off, or something could happen, and it's like, and that's why you always need to be hustling. It's like, I don't necessarily agree with the hustle mentality. Like, I don't think you always need to be hustling. I just think depending on what you want to do, like for me being a creative, like I don't want to just work at a Target, a Walmart, what have you. Those jobs are necessary. Those jobs are very needed, and people who do those jobs should probably be more appreciated. Like, just because if I'm not gonna, like, if I don't want to work at a Walmart, but someone else is willing to work at a Walmart, then that's awesome, because then I get to go to Walmart. I get to shop at Walmart. But that's the thing, is that, yeah, like, I don't hustle. I don't want to, like, it's like, I have to, and you kind of have to fight that on a day-to-day of, like, you don't want to just, like, always be in that thing of, like, always be grinding. Because if you're always working, then you're not living. That's the biggest takeaway from that aspect of it. If you're always working, you're not living. But if you work in a field, or you work in a job position, like, I'm a creative. Creativity is not something most businesses want to put money into. It's simply not. It's one of those things of, it's often looked at as something that takes money away from the entity. And I'm speaking generally. I'm not even speaking about where I work. I'm speaking generally. Is that if I worked at a, like, what do you call it? Like, if I worked at, like, honestly, I don't even know because everything needs marketing. Everything needs a creative aspect to it. But the people that make the money decisions don't always see it that way. So, theoretically, creative positions are very susceptible to just being let go, being downsized, things of that nature, not being paid what they should be for the work and stuff like that. So, the streaming idea, doing all the streaming, doing YouTube and stuff, is a great way for me to have passive income, hopefully on a month-to-month basis. I am slowly getting there to at least my monthly payouts of $100. So that's cool. I went from a 3-month period to, like, now it's, that amount is being able to, like, replenish itself within, like, about 2 months to a month and a half. So things change over time and stuff like that, but it's one of those things of, you just got to be aware of your situation, and you got to be very mindful that, like, it's like, I'm trying to figure out, like, it's kind of dark, but, like, what stuck with me was this idea of, like, who's going to be at your funeral. You could dedicate 50 years to a business. And if you, by whatever reason, pass away, they will replace you immediately. Their number one priority will be to replace you. Your family will grieve. Your family, your friends will, like, they'll want to they'll want to do something. Like, they'll want to remember you. They will be saddened by this. Where you work will be sad that they've lost an employee that they have to now find a new one to fill. Like, they're not going to be as sad as what your family and friends would be. And, like, it's a little sad. It's a little sad to think of it that way, but I think it's healthy to some degree so that you don't get too caught up. And same with the streaming stuff, is that if all of a sudden I stopped streaming, there would be people that would be sad. But everyone, ooh, yeah, what's the raid? Let's finish the stream with your raid. But, like, people would move on. a majority of the questers would move on to a new streamer, a new content creator, and they wouldn't even notice that, like, after a while, I would just fade. Right? So, like, you gotta balance that stuff. You gotta balance it all out. But the same, going back to, like, the business thing and why I'm doing all this, is it's one of those things of, like, yeah, creative positions can get let go easily. Like, so if I were to get let go and I wasn't doing stuff like this, then there would be no extra funds, or there would be no, it would just be a thing where I'd be out of money. Obviously, I'm not making a ton of money right now to where it's like, if me personally, if I were to be let go right now, I'd be screwed, like, regardless of, like, okay, yeah, like, I need to find a new job ASAP. I'm gonna go work at Target, or I'm gonna go work at Walmart. But it's one of those things of, like, that it's the safety net of you can't put all your eggs into one basket, and no one should ever, because at any point, dang it, no raid was found. Did other people join? But that's the thing, is they just, like, you know, like, it's not like, and it's one of those things that you just gotta be mindful of your situation. That's cool. That's cool. I'll say, I gotta be dipping out here anyway. But yeah, yeah, I guess again, another long rant, story short, Rain. I would, if I could be a content creator, if I could do YouTube and streaming full time, I totally would. Being able to work from home would be awesome for my situation, as well as just, like, being able to, like, grow the Quoorn family and stuff like that. Like, it would obviously be ideal to have someone at home all the time. But yeah, I would. But I'm very happy with my job right now. I'm very happy where I'm at, and I'm happy to be doing this as a side fun hobby that just maybe brings in a little extra from time to time, as opposed to, like, this is my job. I gotta make sure I'm always producing, always doing stuff. But I think it would be fun. I think that, like, it would be fun to someday, like, not have to give up all this that I've personally built. I think it'd be cool. I like, it's one of those things, if I have that in the back of my mind, of, like, that it's something that I would be striving for, but not striving for in the sense of, like, mainly because I don't know how. Like, I mean, I'm doing everything I can, essentially. Like, it's one of those things of, what will happen is I will just dedicate enough time to all this to where it's either gonna happen or it's not. Like, if I get into the whole thing of where I'm just putting all my time and effort into this YouTube channel, there's a good chance I'm gonna burn out my relationships and burn myself out instead of actually making it as a full-time content creator. So I've adopted the mindset of, like, do it as a hobby until it hopefully becomes not a hobby. Because I don't want to, like, it's like one of those things of, like, I don't want to give it up. I've built up so much of this channel. I've dedicated so much time over the years that it would be sad to just be like, okay, like, I'm done. Like, yeah, no, this isn't, like, I got a job that just makes this not viable to do anymore. Like, it'd be a bummer. It'd be a big bummer. So I'm hoping that, you know, like, stuff kind of, I don't even want to say works out. Like, I just hope that I don't have to make those kind of tough decisions. I would hope that someday, like, I would just constantly be in that boat of, like, I can make content, or I could choose not to make content as often, type of thing. Where it's like, yeah, maybe it's like a thing of, oh, I get the big promotion, or like, oh, I go and work at a bigger yada yada, where it's like, oh, like, there's more time I need to dedicate to that, which means there's more time I need to dedicate to my family. But then I still post a video once a month, or I just do strictly live streaming or something, who knows. But all that essentially stems from this idea of y'all. Like, so thank you all for, like, being a part of this journey, for literally, like, helping, like, because I could not get to this point without each and every single one of you. Like, literally, I was screaming into the void. I was streaming for 3 hours to myself when I first started. I was talking to no one. I was making videos for no one. I was doing it all purely just to, like, get Quoorn's Quest stuff out there. So I want to thank you all for this amazing opportunity to not only be talking to a bunch of people, but to not be screaming into the void and be having this amazing opportunity of making a little extra money through a passion of mine, as well as getting to form these awesome bonds with all of you guys and giving y'all something to look forward to every week. So, speaking of, if you want to join the Discord, please hit the link below. Next week, we are doing bug snacks in the Discord. We will not be live on the YouTube channel. We'll be over in the Discord, so join that to have all the bug snacks fun. I'll be playing for the very first time. And then tomorrow night, we're doing battles. If you are a Pokemon battler, you want to join tomorrow night where you can battle me, we're battling for 5 random YouTube memberships. I have 10 to hand out every single month for free. So if you challenge me to a battle and you win, I'll do the random battle. I'll do the random memberships. So 5 people will randomly get gifted a full month of full cob access, which is the highest. You get the highest level of access for a full month, which is pretty cool. All right. So yeah, tomorrow night, Pokemon battles. Be here, and if I don't see ya, happy questing, y'all.